Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And friends, we have so much fun stuff to talk about this week. We got NASCAR, end of regular season, and the playoffs beginning. F1 is back. IndyCar is coming to an end. We have a fun weekend at the track for me and Taylor coming up to talk about. So, there's a lot happening, and there's quite a bit to go through.
Is that where you're just cutting it off right there?
I was going to say, is anyone going to take it and run? Is anyone
well, no, because usually, okay, I'm very used to lots of stuff to talk to. How's everybody doing?
That's
how it usually goes.
Also like, how is everything?
Through a first pitch curveball.
Listen, when I ask you guys how you doing, you both answer, "Oh yeah, fine." So there's no point really putting it out there for the sake.
What's funny? What's funny is would have given you a completely different answer this week.
I know. Wow. I was literally going to say the same thing. I was like, the week that my parents got a puppy, a little fur ball of joy, you don't ask how the week was. Wow. You know what? Steven, how was your week?
I'm very tired because it was a very sports-heavy week, but that is finally done. All of it's done. I think I might have blown my shoulder up yesterday. That's even better. Oh, well, so yeah, it was good.
Great.
Fun. I'm finally back. I didn't have to skip it this week.
So you blew your shoulder tripping that guy that cost us that game in hockey. Thanks.
I did not cost us. If anything, you guys should have done better because I took off one of their better defensemen at the same time. So get good.
Get good. Just get.
I was not a dash on the goal against.
Shut up.
So I did not miss sweeping the puck out of the crease.
I don't play defense. That's not my fault. Anyway, Taylor, puppy, that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. Well, I mean, it's fun. She's biting a lot.
Yeah, you called her
she
a
might
ball
have...
of joy. I think puppies are just terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. That is currently her nickname with my dad, is the little terrorist.
That makes sense.
Because she's just and she also looks at you and then pounces. So she knows fully what she's going to do. She looks like she's going to be calm and then she's just ah! Yeah. But I think I'm her chosen person to bully, which is tracks. I was also Lexi's favorite person to bully. So yeah. Should be fun.
Nice.
If I have clumps of hair missing, it's because of the puppy.
Beautiful.
I guess we'll ask how your week is, too.
Fine. Nothing to report.
No, okay, you're lame.
Basically.
Time to start talking about racing.
Exactly.
Where do we want to start? NASCAR?
I think there's enough to start with NASCAR. That's,
sure.
I think, the exciting topic of the week, sort of, with, end of the season, beginning of the playoffs. There's a lot going on there, some driver signings.
Okay.
We'll talk about the
naturally, as we're all shockingly unsurprised. I have no idea what's going on in the NASCAR world, other than I know the playoffs are coming.
I don't know if it's so much of the coming. They are just here.
Yeah, they are.
Is it next week?
Yep.
It is this week.
Huh? Wow. Okay, so who is
we had this conversation last week about going into Daytona, about the situations that could unfold.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, so Reddick and Bowman made it through?
Yes, they did.
Literally shocking.
Bowman,
wow. Okay.
Bowman had car issues, so he was done. So he couldn't race his way in and basically needed someone to bail him out.
Interesting.
That's someone being a repeat winner.
Yeah, and that someone happened to be... Who was it? It was...
Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney, yes.
Okay.
Who came from was he 12th or something? He was back in the pack with 3 to go and somehow won. And honestly, one of the better finishes at Daytona.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you had 4 wide. It looked like there was a good chance that Bowman was going to be done. So, okay, so rewind a little bit.
Rewinding.
Because you're probably also someone asking, well, wouldn't Bowman also have a chance to win? He did not. He got knocked out early in the big one. I think that was like lap.
Well,
It
he
was
also had car
stage
troubles
1.
just starting the race. He almost didn't start.
Yes. So he did not have a chance. Reddick also got involved in that, so he was in a little bit. Or actually, no. He was
because
he was
Bowman was out. Reddick automatically got in.
Yes, but
Right.
yes, but prior to Bowman being out, Reddick went nose first into the inside wall after who did he tangle with? Gilliland. And it looked like he might be the guy on the bubble going into the final stage.
Yeah.
But again, big one. Bowman's car was up on the jacks. They said there's no way we're fixing this. His night's done. He's got to basically sit and wait until the checkered flag comes. Yeah, till the checkered flag comes down. So that locked Reddick in. Reddick was good. So the only way that you're gonna get Bowman out, new winner. It was they kept it relatively clean through stages 2 and 3. Got a little crazy at the end, and we got a restart with 13 to go. And you didn't really know who was going to win because it looked for a second like Ryan Preece might find a way to win his way in. He got to, I think, the white flag, had a good run going, did not have any help, though. And who was the 2 cars behind him? Larson and Elliott. And if you think they're going to help push you to a win when that means kicking their teammate out, sorry, that's not happening.
Yeah, there was definitely probably some team orders there. I guarantee it.
Yeah. So Priest got swallowed up by the field. He fell back to like the 7th or 8th row. That left, who was it? It was Cody Ware, I think, on the inside, and the Hendrick boys on the outside.
There's a chance Cody Ware almost won this race.
That's the thing.
Gosh,
Coming through the white flag, you could have had. So again, you could have had Priest maybe, but he sort of got swallowed up in turn 1. You could have had Cody Ware. You could have had Justin Haley. Looked like he had a good
Eric
run
Jones
going.
was also almost.
Eric Jones there. Suarez ended up finishing 2nd. Like there's a lot of guys that could have.
It was a 4 wide
had a
finish.
chance.
Like
Yeah.
that's nuts.
It was actually one of the more exciting coming to the line moments, I would say, in NASCAR. The overall ending the race,
4
I actually
wide.
didn't like.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and sorry, it was Cole Custer, not Cody Ware.
Oh, cool. Yeah, makes sense.
What the heck? Okay, so what about the ending of the race didn't you like?
I didn't like. I hate this type of racing where it's basically just 2 lines, and they just have to push. There's no real drivability. There's not like moving within the pack or anything. The cars are too close to each other that you just basically get stuck in a freight train. You're watching 2 trains go, and you got to time a run. That's basically it. That's what I hate. I hate this whole, you just got to basically dive out at the right time. Again, you're playing roulette. That's all it is. So, to me, I don't find that entertaining. I find entertaining coming off 4 guys trying to get to the finish in that last little bit. That I thought was entertaining. That was a great coming to the line. But as I'm watching there with like 5 to go, and I'm like, wow, it's just pushing a train. 2 trains pushing. No one can make a move. So that's why I don't enjoy the super speedway racing, but it did give an exciting finish.
Yeah, the last 500 meters, absolute cinema.
100%, yeah. Not going to complain about it at all.
Cinema.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the end, I think the thing everyone agrees should happen, and Bowman and Reddick both got in. Fair?
Yes. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. It as fun as it would have been for, again, one of those guys out of the Custer Who else did I say? Custer, Suarez, Haley, whoever, or even Chris Buescher. Like Chris Buescher would have been the one guy where if he had won, it's like, okay, he's right there. He's also deserving. He has a good car and is a good driver. I think that's the one guy where it's like, yeah, I would if he made it instead of Bowman, that's fine. He's not a super lucky on a plate track guy. At the same time, our thoughts on the playoffs are known. Don't love the win and in system. So yeah, Reddick getting in or Bowman getting in as the last guy is the best case scenario there, I think.
Yeah, the dead horse that we beat ferociously.
Yeah.
Yes, every single time. But playoffs are here, and we know how to talk about them because
they start
this week. First race
right away
is Darlington, which last year ended the season. This year begins it. Or, well, I guess begins the playoffs. So, does anyone have some early going into the playoffs who you think will be the champion?
Sorry. Yeah. So let me here. Let's go through the current standings so we know where we sit. So that way, if I'm like, oh yeah, I think Tyler Reddick's going to be our champion, that's a little out there because he's currently 14th. So your bottom four currently on the cut: Bowman, Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick, Josh Berry, who did win a race. That was like the second race of the year.
Oh yeah,
Berry won a race.
I totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Then you have just inside, you have Logano, Chastain, Cindric, Bubba, Briscoe, Elliott. SVG is 6th with his wins.
I love that. That's crazy though.
Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson is your playoff leader.
Mm-hmm. All guys that you expect to be there.
Yes.
They're pretty much exactly where you figured that they would be.
Yep. So, again, your first 4 to possibly be cut, or we'll say first 8 are Bubba, Cindric, Chastain, Logano, Berry, Reddick, Dillon, Bowman. Those are the guys most in danger in the first round.
Yeah, okay. I think those guys need to win to get in, like to advance.
Yeah.
And so your first round again is Darlington, St. Louis, Bristol.
Okay, hold on. I have a question.
Yes.
So for like the NASCAR, like the drivers we all selected, is that like, are we doing that up until like the entire end, or is that over now? And did we choose people for the playoffs last year? I feel like we chose people for the playoffs last year.
We did. So what we'll do is the same thing we did last year. I was going to bring it up later, but in the spirit of our, because it is also football season next week, we will do our regular, we'll redraft. You get one keeper in your draft slot. So for example, I had Chris Buescher on my regular season team. So, okay, you know what? Blowing up the conversation. We're going to do this now.
Oh,
regular because regular season champion, me. Congratulations, me. You guys
Fuck
suck.
you.
For the rest of your teams, you get to keep one person in the draft slot they were taking because we're going to go through all 16 drivers.
Okay.
Or no? Does that make sense?
Sure.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
That doesn't
I don't know how you're trying to say
it. Doesn't
You're trying to make this up on the fly, man.
No.
Just give us our teams and we pick one to keep.
12 drivers. We get to pick 12 drivers. But so
we get to pick 12 drivers. Okay.
For example, if Reddick made it, you can keep him as your 4th pick. Whereas me and Sean, Keselowski and Buescher did not make it because RFK decided to not win a race this year. So we cannot keep it.
Overcomplicating it? I thought it was just like
this is not overcomplicated.
No, I thought it was in our teams, right? We take one guy that we drafted from the beginning of the year. We can keep them. Everyone drops back in, and we redraft like a team of 3 for the playoffs.
Sure, fine. We can do that too. I was going to try and mix it up a little bit to try and make it a little more interesting.
I feel
You're overcomplicating this. I'm confused.
No, it's
Why?
not. How is it confusing?
I'm confused.
I'm not confused.
So you're saying we're keeping
confused.
Yeah, you get to keep you get to keep the driver in the spot that you took them. If you want to keep Larson, that's your first round pick.
Okay.
So you done?
If Taylor wants to keep Reddick, that's her last pick. So she would have to lose out on Byron, but she gets to keep Reddick at possibly a very high value spot because if she thinks that he's going to win or make it to the next round or beyond some of the other drivers.
I don't know how we're doing this because
I just explained it.
No, I get it. So how are we picking? And then how do we know who's available to be picked?
I just read 16 names.
Steven's gonna go through it.
Okay.
The playoff drivers.
No,
it's
fine.
not that hard.
Just talk. God damn it. I'm out. God damn it.
Okay. Anyways.
He just disappears from the.
I don't think it's that complicated.
I will just dramatically roll away.
complicated.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Sean is overcomplicating it in his brain, to be honest. But anyway, Steven, you drive this one. We'll follow.
Okay. Playoffs. Okay, so you know what? Before we get, let's do the draft now, so that way we don't give any of our stuff away. Because I really feel like in the regular season one, Sean sniped Bowman from me because we talked about him so much. So, Sean, who would you like to keep from your team? You have Larson, Bell, Bowman.
What do you mean? Who am I keeping? I thought I'm keeping all of them.
No. You get to keep one guy in the round you drafted him. This
Sean,
is not that hard.
Have you ever been in a keeper league for fantasy
no, actually.
football?
No.
Okay, so it's like
Listen, it's fine. So I keep one guy. Okay, so I'm keeping one of the guys. So
yes, that's the slot that you chose him.
Okay.
So you had Larson, Bell, Bowman in those rounds. So you can keep Larson in round 1, Bell in round 3, or Bowman in round 3 or Bell in round 2.
Well, I obviously got to go with Larson. That just makes sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, who would you like to keep? You had Byron, Logano, and then Reddick in round 4 because Suarez did not make it and he was your third pick.
Okay, I'm going to go Byron because it's not an even year. So Logano better not win.
Okay, so you've both
She's learning.
burned. She has. You've both used your first round picks to keep it. That's fine. I'm going to keep Denny Hamlin as my third pick. So I don't get a third round pick here.
Denny went at 3 in our
he was
original?
he was the 9th overall pick. I'm keeping him.
What the heck? What were we doing?
I'm taking the value.
I was picking better people.
I'll have to check where he finished technically overall, but it wasn't that far off. So, anyways, so those 3 drivers are now off the board. So I have a first round pick. You guys don't have your first round pick. So I get to pick first, essentially. We do still need to determine the order. Do you guys just want to do... So final standings were myself first, Sean second, Taylor third. And the difference between you guys was 62 points. So it was pretty close.
Wow.
So
What'd you win by?
I won by 330 over Taylor and 268 over Sean.
Okay, I'm smoking your ass.
Wait,
in the
was
fucking
Sean-
IndyCar league, so I don't care.
Was Sean last?
No,
you were
Sean was
last.
second.
Okay. For a second, I was like, hold on.
No,
Why?
you got smoked.
Different
You're dead last. Get out of here.
I didn't get
Okay, so-
smoked. We were only separated by 62. We both got smoked by Steven. Get out of here.
Okay, so let's do this. We'll do this. So I'll essentially get the first pick because I kept my first slot open. But then we'll do, instead of doing a snake draft from there, because then I would essentially get the next pick as well. We'll do Taylor, Sean, me,
No snake.
and then my pick will be Hamlin. Yeah, so we'll snake it after round 1. So my first pick after this is going to be I'm gonna keep Ryan Blaney on my team, who was my first pick, I think. Or no, Chase Elliott was my first pick. So I'm going to keep Blaney.
Fuck you.
Okay, so Taylor, it is now your pick.
I'm going to go with... Oh, I so badly want to go with like a dark horse, but I'm going to be smart. I'm going to go with Bell.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I have no choice now but to go dark horses. Okay, fine. Tyler Reddick. Buddy is going to win the championship, and then his team's going to get kicked out by NASCAR.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? That's not the dark horse that I thought you were gonna go with.
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Mm-mm. I feel like we might have the same idea as like who you were gonna pick, Sean, but that's not who I would have picked.
Listen,
but anyway,
I'm swinging for the fences on dark horses on this. I'm hoping for maximum chaos, and this is the playoffs where fans will revolt.
maybe.
I am loving this because I'm basically just redrafting my team, and I did not think that was going to happen. I thought one of you would take another Hendrick car, but I'll keep Elliott on my team.
Okay.
Okay, Sean, your pick. So there's SVG, Briscoe, Bubba, Cindric, Chastain, Logano.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Cindric because, when it comes down to just Phoenix, Penske wins. So I'm gonna go with Cindric.
Okay, Taylor, you get 2 picks.
I get 2 picks?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to do a dark horse, and I'm going to pick SVG.
Okay.
Because you never know.
Okay.
Who else hasn't been picked yet?
So you have Bowman, Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain.
Okay, I'll go Bowman.
Okay. Sean?
Bowman.
I'm going to go with the Cinderella story of Josh Berry.
Okay.
Brother.
I love my team. I'm going to take Chase Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much better that could have gone for me, to be honest.
Listen, it's fine. It's playoffs. You get the same guys you're with, and at the end of the day, we're going to see how many of your guys get knocked out in the first round.
The thing is, though, like with the playoffs, just because they're great drivers in the season doesn't mean that anything's going to happen for them in the playoffs. This is why we think it's stupid.
Yep.
So,
which is why
we all
picking all the
technically
bottom
have
guys.
even teams. But fair. We all have even teams.
So was my last pick?
So
For now.
no, you're done. You took Josh Berry.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so that's 4 or 3. How are we getting?
4. You got
Okay.
4.
Oh, right. So I got to start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out at the beginning because I was like, hang on, we can't do all 16 because there'd be one guy left out. So.
Yeah. All right. That went better than.
Yep. So Sean's got Larson, Reddick, Cindric, Berry. Taylor's got Byron, Bell, SVG, Bowman. I've got Blaney, Elliott, Hamlin, Briscoe.
Dang, I could have done all B names if you left me Blaney.
So just a quick thing. I think we should just go through.
You could have done it with Briscoe.
That's true. Let's just go through and say why we pick these guys and why we think they actually have a chance to win.
Okay.
Sure.
Go for it.
Who's first?
Kick it off, Sean.
Larson?
You got Larson, or do you want to go driver by driver, or?
Let's go team first. So for me, first guy, Larson. Obviously has the best chance to win, best Hendrick guy all year. Has the most playoff points going in. Consistent as hell. I think is the most lock of locks to make it to the Final Four. And then once in the Final Four, if he can just win Phoenix, fine. You're in. Do I think he can? Maybe. Has he been able to do it before? No. But could this be Larson's year finally? It might be. So
maybe.
My argument against it, he'll do it next year. Where's it next year? Where's finale next year?
Homestead.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that is sort of the reason why I am happy to get Blaney. The Penske's set up all year for Phoenix.
Oh, no, agreed. 100%.
So and if you want to talk about locking in for Final Four, Blaney is also, I think, in that conversation. And I will take the Penske at Phoenix until
they can't.
We aren't at Phoenix. And
exactly.
until next year when we are not at Phoenix. And I take like that, like next year, you think about.
Oh, there's so many options, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about
No, I know. But you think about
2025
this year.
Yeah.
And we're talking Larson, and Larson is gonna do it this year, and then he'll do it next year, and then he'll do it the year after, and then people are gonna get so tired of Larson winning, it's gonna be Jimmy Johnson all over again.
Oh God. But yeah, so I think Blaney's also in that sort of we'll pencil him in for the Final Four, and I will take the Penske at Phoenix.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, Byron.
Oh, I think so. Over the season, I think Byron's another one of those guys. He's been up there. He's been consistent. He had 3 wins this season, 3 or 4, maybe 3.
2.
2. Okay, well, he still had a good season, but he's frequently up there. I think that he's, one of the last. I would put him at the Final Four. I think he's capable of it. I think he was there last year, the year before. Yeah, we'll see. Got to get hot at the right time, but you never know. But I believe in Byron. It's his year, 100%.
All right, Sean, your dark horse pick of Tyler Reddick. Starting from the, was it 15 hole?
Okay, the reason why Reddick is a dark
14.
horse pick, but also not a dark horse pick, is he is the guy who has been closest to winning races without winning races. What was his point standing if it wasn't for the playoffs?
Oh,
I think
don't have
he was
that sheet
top
up.
5 or something like that. Like, he had a fantastic season. So if you're going into this at such a deficit, which really, for the guys around you, it's like a 5-point difference he has to make up. So if you're purely talking points and the guys around him who also struggle to win, he should be able to overcome that, get into the round of 8, not a problem. Once in the round of 8, I think he could easily point his way or win his way into the Final Four.
So he was 8th overall on points.
Yeah, without a win.
Yeah.
That's, I think, a pretty good season. So I think if he can get to Phoenix, he has a chance to win it. And yeah, I also want to see the vibes of the lawsuit stuff, just for the chaos.
Just for the chaos.
Fair enough. All right, so I had Chase Elliott, and he was 2nd overall on points this year, despite not really didn't really do a whole lot in terms of the flashy 1 win, 7 top 5s, average finish of 12, which is better than Christopher Bell, who technically won the Winston Cup style standings. So yeah, I think Elliott's got the consistency. I can see him making Final Four. Floor is Final 8, so I'm totally fine taking him there.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yep. So, and I mean, if we're just going purely off the Winston Cup argument, I guess Christopher Bell was just the top guy overall this year. So I don't know if there's any more to elaborate on that, but go for it, Taylor.
Not really. I also just really like Christopher Bell. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was up there. Would love to see him in the Final Four. If not Byron, would love Bell to be there. Obviously, but it's pretty consistent. He's very competitive. So.
Hard to argue he's not the best JGR car too. So
really, you put him above Hamlin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him or Hamlin. It's one of those two. We know that.
Yeah.
But
well, you'll get to talk about Hamlin in a second anyway.
Yeah. So Cindric.
Yeah, same thing. I would say if I can't get Blaney to get there, and I know it's not going to be a Logano year, I'll take the next best Penske option, which is Cindric, and if he can get himself there and maybe, I don't know, get a win at Talladega, gets into the Final Four, and all of a sudden he's got a chance of the win. So, yeah, I think, again, Cindric, long shot, but is there a path there for him to win? Absolutely. He just has to survive the first couple rounds, get into 8, win at Talladega or even Martinsville, and you're into Phoenix and you're a Penske at Phoenix, and that just means you win.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So my keeper was Hamlin.
Really, you're picking
And
the guy
again-
who is famous for not winning a fucking championship to win a championship.
Okay, so if he wins the championship, though, that's when he gets to smoke the cigar with
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, right?
If he posthumously wins the championship.
Jesus.
What?
Well, because Steven always picks the guys that are known for fucking dying, apparently. Now it's picking the guy who's known for not winning championships to win.
Yeah. I mean, the the value was just there.
The value was there. Oh, I've been
Value
doing
pick.
all these NFL drafts. I think the value was the best thing.
Value was there. But I also think this wasn't even truly like a value pick. It was more just I would love the karma of Denny to win, and I feel like there's good vibes around it. So I really hope that this is the pick that wins it.
So you picked off of vibes.
This was the vibes pick. I really want someone from 2311 or Denny Hamlin to win.
Okay.
NASCAR
You know what?
will do everything in its power to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yes, which would make it even funnier.
Fair enough.
When it does.
Nails in Hamlin's pit box.
The little camera gun from Cars 2 just gonna blow his engine.
Oh my gosh. Mater just comes flying in. Sabotage.
God. Yeah, it's
really just Cars 2.
No, it's just one of the rescue safety trucks with rockets in the back of it. An AMR truck comes flying through instead of a Mater.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, who was my third pick? SVG. Okay, so this one is a little bit of like, when I say a little bit, I mean like a lot of a dark horse pick. It's not necessarily that I think SVG will get it because I believe there's only one road course on the schedule for the playoffs. I just think that it would be hilarious if he did. So you never know. Again, the playoffs.
You ever see that thing from 2002 Winter Olympics where the Australian guy in the speed skating doesn't actually try and he's like last in every single heat race? And what's the guy's name? I think it was like Michael Bradbury or something like that.
I know who you're talking about. He was last on every lap, and then everybody else.
And everyone takes themselves out, and he still wins. That is the SVG vibes we need for these playoffs.
I know. Yeah. So this was also my vibes pick because I would freaking love it if he was the champion. I think that would be hilarious. But also I think he kind of deserves it. Like, he's been an absolute star on those road courses this year. I think he's just as deserving as, the other drivers who are in the top 5, like points wise. So go SVG. Would love to see him get a championship. That would be hilarious.
Fair enough.
Okay, last round. Josh Berry, Sean.
Explain.
Honestly, it would just be like that guy you don't expect that wins out of nowhere that pisses off the NASCAR fan base where it's like, wow, how did this guy win? And then you just see his stats. Okay, he gets one win, but just goes absolutely hot at the right time for the playoffs. And wins. And that's just kind of exactly. So that's just, if a guy could do it and surprise people, I could definitely see Barry doing it. He's had good results. He's coming in with 2 top 10 finishes into the playoffs. The only other guy to do that is Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney. So you know what? Throw the good vibes Barry's way. Let's get a good run going. And if he makes it to the top 8, it's a good playoffs for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So I ended up taking Briscoe, and I was ecstatic when Sean did not take him because he ended up finishing 5th in points. But if you guys remember, to start the year, he was so bad. Like, actually, I want to see what his...
Was he?
He looked like if they were going to kick a guy out, it was not going to be Ty Gibbs sort of bad.
Ooh.
Like, that's how slow a start it
Right,
was for
okay.
him. Like, where is... So he had a fourth finish at Daytona. Okay, that's super speedway.
I'll be honest, I do
You gotta have a
love
little
that pick of Briscoe. I do.
Yeah.
But I'm also
He
thinking,
was-
like, he's just fucked over by his team around him.
Maybe a little bit, but so he was 21st in Atlanta, 14th at Circuit of the Americas, 35th in Phoenix, 17th at Las Vegas.
Sorry, 35th where?
Phoenix.
Sorry, where?
Oof.
Phoenix.
Oh no.
But again, this is my last pick. I'm okay with him not making Phoenix.
And this is why I didn't want to pick him. Was because, and for example, Josh Berry was 4th at Phoenix early in the year. Just saying.
Oh boy.
So when you're thinking
Hey,
of the
but-
guy where the championship path is there, I don't see it there for Briscoe. I will see his teammates taking it from him.
That's fair.
And that's fine. I don't expect him necessarily to win a championship. I expect him to be good enough. I'm saying that since Texas, which was the 10th race of the year, 4th, 3rd, 17th, 23rd, 7th win, 35th, 23rd, 2nd, 18th, 2nd, 5th, 13th, 23rd at Daytona. So that's sort of whatever. Like, it's a good second half of the year, and I think he's going to ride that through, and he's going to get me into the final 8, which, considering we took 12 drivers, getting to the final 8 means I'm beating out 4 other drivers, and I'm sort of banking on it being that he's going to beat out 2 drivers from each of your teams.
Right.
That's
fair.
my thinking with Chase Briscoe.
That's fair.
My top 3 are my guys that can win. Last one is just beat everybody else.
That's
Fair
valid.
enough.
Okay.
So
So I think
I
that's
get
some
the
pretty
Phoenix
good-
thing.
I think that's some pretty good playoff talk, and I think we can all. Can we
Yeah,
make a
there's
case
still
for
there's
some of
still
the guys?
Bowman.
Oh right, we have Bowman. I forgot. about
I
that.
don't really have much to say other than I just picked him because he made it through. So I'm just sending good vibes his way that he's there. Good for you.
That's fair. Can we talk about some of the people we didn't mention yet?
Yeah, so we did not
Sure
take
thing.
Ross Chastain. We did not take Bubba Wallace. We did not take Austin Dillon. We did not take the champion from last year of Joey Logano.
No.
Let's start.
Okay, let's start with.
Let's
Logano,
start
obviously.
there. It's an odd year.
Exactly, it's an idea.
It's on
you
your-
just can't.
Bye. You can't. He's
Maybe-
not gonna win.
Yeah,
He won't.
maybe he makes final 8, but he's already on the bubble. Odd year curse.
He didn't deserve last year,
You did
and he's not
deserve it.
deserving this year. Oh fuck, he's gonna win this year again.
So
If he does, I will lose my mind.
he was 13th in points on the Winston Cup style.
Yeah, and he's 12th in these standings. Makes sense.
Yep. So
Again, it's just Logano. He's not gonna win. It's fine.
there's a lot of risk if you were to try and take him.
Mhm.
Like that sort of would
Ain't
be
worth it.
your that sort of would be your I think your Briscoe pick of there's at least one guy in front of him,
Yep.
and if he gets to the final 8, that's good.
Yeah.
But this year, don't see him really having the chance to advance beyond that. So yeah, I get it. So our next highest is the highest guy of that group is Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, like I just don't see Bubba as championship material. He's definitely playoff material. Like I think
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace is in the same boat as Alex Bowman. Good
Yeah, that's
guys, can win a race, can be consistent to be in that top 16. But if they don't win a race, they're on that bubble. And Bubba just happened to win this race this year. Bowman didn't, and I don't really see him doing a whole lot in the playoffs,
Yeah,
especially compared to his
agreed.
teammate.
Agreed.
Yeah, a little too much inconsistency. Like I'm looking through his record this year. There's a lot of good results. Like especially these last 10 the last 10 races really sort of spells out the season and why you can't take him as a playoff driver. So Daytona 37th, Richmond 28th, Watkins Glen 8th, Iowa 6th, Indianapolis he won, Dover 7th, Sonoma 26th, Chicago 28th, Atlanta 22nd. It's
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, he's like a top 10 guy, or he's in the 20s.
Yeah. He either shows up or he doesn't, and you cannot have that with this playoff format.
Unless you win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless he has like that, unless he sort of squeaks through the first round and then has that hot streak, you still have to get through that final. You have to hope he wins like the first race of that round of 8. And then that gets him to Phoenix.
Yeah.
But I don't see that really happening is the problem. So Ross Chastain, who's 11th, +1.
I don't know. I think he could get lucky. I think he got lucky with his win, the Coke 600. It's the only reason why he's there. I don't really think he had a phenomenal season. So, could get lucky if he does. Maybe we'll see him in like the final 8, but otherwise, like, I don't really think he's got like really a shot at the championship.
I don't know how to judge Trackhouse.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It's like, okay, they make great cars. SVG wins. Chastain can get a win. Are they a top guy that can fight for a championship? I don't think so. If Chastain does win, would I be surprised? No, actually. I just haven't seen anything to make me believe that it can happen.
Yeah, like there's been no performance that I would say makes me want to take him on my team.
Yeah.
As like a possible championship winner.
Yeah. Does he have the mentality? Hail
Sure.
melon, he does. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't wait till he's in the final 4.
We're just eating our words.
If he's in the final 4, I will put all my money on him for vibes, okay?
All right. Okay. Again, we're going to say these things. Are you actually going to do it?
Not actual physical, like vibes money. Just like everything to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, Austin
you backed
Dillon,
out of that
final
real
one.
fast.
Austin Dillon gets a participation trophy of, well, you somehow did that again.
Yeah, you didn't have to cheat this time.
Yeah, congrats. You're really good at Richmond, apparently. You figured that one out. Now, can you figure out the rest? Probably not, so we'll see you next year.
See you next year.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he wins at Richmond again next year.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of inspiration on his looking at his finishing record. So on Wikipedia, orange is like top 10, green is that middle 10 from like 11 to 20, blue and purple is outside of that. There's a lot of blue purple on here. And then Richmond as a win.
He doesn't have a top 5 besides Richmond.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
And that's going to make it a little...
Yeah.
That's going to make it a little tricky. He's got 4
Thanks for
top 10s
participating.
outside of that win. So...
Yeah. So anyway, that's NASCAR. That's the championship things. Final question to y'all for the championship. Pick one winner right now.
Byron.
Blaney.
Oh.
And Sean, you already said Larson. That's what I'm assuming you're going with. So we'll just take our
I'll
first
go
round
Larson.
picks.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're just going with our first picks. So that's
that's
fine.
fair.
Though I think, again, everyone is rooting for Hamlin to win just as an FU to NASCAR, right?
True. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Or
yeah.
Bubba. Or Bubba.
Or
We'll take
Bubba.
Bubba or Reddick.
Or
One
Reddick.
of those 3, they all get the vibes.
Yeah.
So, I guess the only other thing NASCAR related, well, technically 2 things. Connor Zilic is officially a NASCAR driver as of next year.
Ooh.
He is
that's
taking over.
exciting.
Yep, he's taking over the Trackhouse car.
Oh, I don't like it.
Of who?
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
What happened? You were the guy's
No,
biggest
of
hype
Forrest?
man.
love Zilic. I love Zilic.
Oh, you just wanted him to be on Cadillac and F1.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. See, that's where it is.
Nothing against him. I think Zilic is one of, if not the best driver in the world right now. But I just wish I could see him in other things.
Fair enough.
And again, back to the thing of him going to Trackhouse. I think it's a great spot for him. We know he can win on an oval.
Mm-hmm.
He's proven that in Xfinity. We know he can win a road course, and we know Trackhouse can build both an oval winning and a road course winning car. That's a fascinating combination. Like I think if you put him at Trackhouse next year, I think Zillage makes the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't hate that because so we've seen him beat SVG. So one, it's going to be him and SVG every single road course. We may as well just take every other car off the track.
100%. They're challenging each other, and it's
like
just going to be a duel.
Yeah, just 1v1 me, bro, for one stage.
Don't forget,
that's it.
Zillage was supposed to race Cup at Watkins Glen.
Yep.
Fucking collarbones.
Yep. So
doors.
Well, if you stand on your door and you fall off and break your collarbone,
yeah,
these things happen.
OSHA call. There was no railing there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think playoffs, definite possibility where he can get a win. Like, there's just so many. Like, I don't think you can necessarily count him out of any of the races next year. Like, let's see him get in the Cup car first. Yeah. But at the same time, these cars are not overly different from each other. I think fair. He will find. I think he has the talent to find a way to win.
Yeah.
So he's going to be very fascinating to watch. And did you guys see for Xfinity? He got the win, but Parker Kligerman ended up being the guy to drive it over the line.
Oh,
yes.
No.
So yeah,
what the heck?
Because he started the Daytona race in the Xfinity, he couldn't go because his collarbone, because he's still in pain. No shit. Substitute with Parker Kligerman, I think, pretty early in the race.
Yeah.
Kligerman went on to win.
Oh.
Honestly,
wow.
I was watching that one too. That was a fun one.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was
the whole celebration,
it's a fun story.
And like Connor basically being pumped for him, even though he technically gets the win.
Because his car?
Because he started.
Yep, the starter gets the win.
Oh. Aw, that's kind of stupid, but all right.
And that also makes it the second time Parker Kligerman has been the first man across the stripe at Daytona this year, but did not get the win because he was disqualified earlier this year. And if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels.
You have 2 nickels.
It's weird that
kind of sucks, though.
Ain't a lot.
It does suck.
It's weird that, yeah. But at the same time, that's a funny thing to have happen. And
it's
like
way more
in the
funny
end,
the second time. Like that's a fun one the second time versus like getting it taken away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fun little story out of Xfinity. So
well, that's good.
Okay, that all for NASCAR?
I think that's it for NASCAR.
I think so.
Okay. Where would we which open wheel series would you guys like to do? F1?
Let's go F1. That can be quick. Then we can finish with some IndyCar talk.
F1 with all the new stuff going into the Dutch Grand Prix this year.
Starting, for F1.
Or this week.
Summer break is over.
Yay!
Was this not the most boring summer break for F1?
Yeah, it was so boring.
There was nothing. Not even a driver announcement. Okay, not a current driver announcement for a current team,
I was like, we can't say nothing.
No one got there. Yes. No one got kicked out of a car.
No one got kicked out. No one got swapped. It was kind of very
also,
boring.
But the driver announcement is an announcement that we knew was coming weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's true. That was like a not well kept secret by Cadillac.
So anyway,
don't tell insiders or don't tell people.
Hint, nudge, nudge. Yeah, they always tell people. But so Cadillac has their drivers. They got Bottas and Perez.
Shocking.
How do we feel about that driver lineup?
Whatever.
I feel like
it's so mid. It's so mid.
It's the drivers you brought in to not challenge your number one guy.
It is safe and boringly so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not.
I think
I'm already not a fan of Cadillac.
Yeah, I just I feel like it was such a wasted opportunity because they could have done so much. They could have had fun with it. Like they could have gotten somebody who was up and coming, or even like bring back Mick Schumacher, like names that aren't like Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez, who both limped out of F1 with terrible seasons, terrible performances.
Again, the reason they are still on, and this is the problem with F1 in the Drive to Survive age, marketability. These people are known. They are a known concept. People understand who these drivers are. You can sell merch. And that is it. That's why these guys keep getting recycled. That's how Hulkenberg somehow kept relevant in F1, thanks to Daniel Ricciardo, I'm sure, going, Nico Hulkenberg. The only reason that guy finally got a podium. Because Drive to Survive kept him relevant for years.
That being said, did we all see the Valtteri Bottas holding the American flag while wakeboarding post? Because that shit was fucking hilarious.
The funnier thing is that they thought it was AI. I thought it was AI.
It does look kind of AI, but the fact that was real is hilarious.
They come out and they're like, oh no, this is how we did it. And you're like, huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
All right.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah. I also thought it was AI.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they posting this? This looks so stupid. But what a vibe. I mean, it's like so Valtteri to do something like that too. So yeah, it's disappointing that they went this way though, because they were just like, it could have been so exciting.
Okay, yeah, it's unfortunate. My question is though, who do they replace Perez with after he gets detained by ICE for trying to enter America?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they haven't gotten Pato yet, so
he hasn't left. He's still in America. It's when you cross the border, they get you, right?
No, I think they'd try and get him now anyway.
Maybe. Anyway, had to get that dig in there.
Yeah. So.
Fair enough.
I guess adjacent news to that, Tommy Hilfiger is also doing all of the outfitting and merch for Cadillac. That's a thing.
Good job, Lawrence.
Way to make sure you get your money regardless.
Yeah, because
does he own Tommy Hilfiger?
Yeah, pretty sure Lawrence Stroll owns part of Tommy Hilfiger.
Does he? I thought it was Ralph Lauren.
I'm pretty sure it's all of that. Lawrence Stroll made his money being like the sole distributor and owner of like distributing like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know it was also Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, him and apparently some Hong Kong investor invested in Tommy Hilfiger and Michael Kors back in the day.
Right. Okay. So that makes sense. That tracks. Way to go.
Oh wait, no.
Lawrence.
Apparently, he sold the last stake in those businesses in 2014.
Yeah.
So he used to own it, but who the hell knows at this
to.
point? The man's got so much money.
Yeah, and there's a non-zero chance that when he sold, he might have negotiated some sort of clause to still get a chip off, so he might still actually make a ton of money off of this.
He probably does. He probably would.
So, yeah, that's a thing as well. And then I guess the last little bit of F1 adjacent news, also money related, MasterCard is taking over as a title sponsor. So it is going to be MasterCard McLaren F1 or McLaren MasterCard F1. I can't remember which one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't like that.
I hate this. I absolutely hate this.
This is all Red Bull's fault.
Oh my gosh.
You had Visa.
MasterCard McLaren.
You had Visa, now you get MasterCard. Actually, it's fantastic because MasterCard sucks in F1. Historically, I think MasterCard had like 10 races in F1 and like never even like scored a point and bailed out, bankrupted the whole team. It was a whole thing in the 90s. MasterCard and F1 do not have a good track record. So
right.
So it's not going to be McLaren's year next year.
Nope.
Yep.
Well, it's also the first year of a rule change. It won't be anyway.
I know. We know what it's going to be.
I already had to listen to this so many times last weekend.
But yeah, apparently McLaren got a lot of zeros after the one.
Oh, I'm sure.
on their bill, so or on their paycheck.
Oh, I am sure.
So yeah, I'm not surprised that they finally caved because I think MasterCard's also been asking for a while.
MasterCard,
okay, that's not
McLaren,
bad.
F1. Gross.
Yeah, the title sponsor is a choice, not versus like
Yeah.
Like,
So-
at least Oracle Red Bull Racing makes sense. Like, blows. But, like, MasterCard McLaren, awful. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, also awful.
Can these credit card companies stay the hell out?
Like, so...
Or at least lower my fees.
These lower
Actually, wait,
my
no.
fees.
How else would they pay for these sponsorship deals? What am I kidding?
It's how everyone gets into racing. It's all in credit.
Yeah.
Credit and forget it.
Yep.
Credit and forget it. Oh, that is not advice, folks. Do not take that
Listen,
advice.
I just cannot wait for the American Express Alpine next year as well. Who else can we get involved?
I don't know. There's probably a whole bunch. I don't want to go through every
Chase
credit
Bank.
card.
I'm just trying to go for the alliteration ones.
Chase Bank Cadillac.
Oh, Chase Bank
Oh,
Cadillac.
Chase
There you go.
Cadillac.
Or
That's good, that's good.
Chase Cadillac. That'd be a good
Capital
one.
One.
Because you're
No, no.
chasing the Cadillac.
Capital One Cadillac.
Capital One will say yes to anyone.
So, all right, that's enough F1 bullshit talk. We'll see what happens.
We got a race
Any
this week, at
predictions?
least.
Or you know what? Yeah, any
race
predictions
this
for Dutch GP?
Da, 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 da. Max
Oscar
Verstappen.
Outside.
Piastri. Oh, what?
Yeah, Oscar
That's-
Piastri. That's realistic. At this, what you know, what it's crazy that Max Verstappen is like a Delulu pick now for races because it's either Oscar or it's Lando. Honestly, would rather it be Oscar than Lando, but oh well. We'll see what happens. Flip a coin.
Steven? What'd you pick?
It's probably gonna be one of the McLarens. I don't
Surprise.
know. It's just so boring because usually you hear something about something happening in a garage.
Over the break, like over the summer break.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're bringing a big upgrade package.
It's a Thursday.
Something.
I haven't heard shit about upgrades. I haven't heard anything happening.
We would have heard by now if anyone was bringing
Yes.
anything. So boring.
Where's my tech guy on Twitter? I don't know where he is, but anyways, I haven't seen any.
So I'm
posts.
expecting nothing.
Wow.
So that's all we have for that.
IndyCar, Milwaukee, second last race of the season.
Fucking race that was. That was a great race.
It was thoroughly enjoyable, and we got another winner. Finally,
We did.
and we also got a
yeah.
first-time winner.
This one
Who
felt long
had to
time
be-
coming all year.
Long time coming, and also thank God someone beat Below
Yes.
on and not on.
Was
Well,
it Rasmussen?
it was Christian.
Yes, it
Rasmussen.
was. Christian Rasmussen won due to a late race restart where he took fresh tires because there was some rain over the track. Makes sense. He had to call yellow for that.
Yep.
Got fresh tires, was able to muscle around Palou on the outside.
Yep.
Almost got the wall.
Good for you.
It was a great move, and then
Yeah.
held on to win. And then
Well, I was gonna say then
Good.
also tried
We love that.
to muscle through lap traffic for some reason. I was waiting because when did he overtake him? He overtook him with 15 laps to go, which Milwaukee not a huge track, so but at the same time, he was cutting it close with some of those back markers, and I was sitting there waiting for him to wreck and just be like, all right, well, Palou wins again on some bullshit luck.
I know, right? It's always that
But
damn
also because-
Spaniard.
honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, Rasmussen drives like right on that edge, and it got him in trouble at Portland with Connor Daly.
Yep.
But
Right.
again, it's extremely entertaining.
Not only that,
Watch.
You know who I think deserves massive credit for that?
Who's that?
Ed Carpenter.
Yeah,
What did Ed do last year?
stepped away from it.
And we were saying that forever. He needs to
Yep.
stop, give up on this oval dream, be a team owner, put a guy in that can win.
Yep, you do
Oh
your
my
500.
God, you've done that.
Yep, you do your
Yeah.
500. Other than that, let the guys learn and drive full time.
And not only that, the guy who you've put in your car is the most entertaining over racer of the year. Like, and you couldn't, and we all know you couldn't have done that. Like, hats off for finally making that call and for Rasmussen to execute. Great race, great racecraft. Like, hats off to him.
Yeah. Again, it's been entertaining. I think he will need to rein it in a little bit because he's right on the knife's edge. So you got your first win. You can pull it back a little bit, focus on more of the not really being on the edge of wrecking, but pull it out when you need to. Don't, because like the entire race.
No, keep going. Go hard. Whole time. More entertaining for me as a fan.
Fair enough.
Checkers or no, but you're right. You are right.
Yes. If he wants to do that, go ahead. Turn gray by the end of next season with how close it's getting sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, again, I don't want to see the Portland incident of you're wrecking Connor Daly 10 laps into a race, racing for 24th or whatever they were.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I saw there was a lot of online stuff of, well, this is why you let him drive like that. So, yeah, stuff like that's going to happen, but then he can go out and win. Well, no, you can give him shit for doing a dangerous move in a dangerous spot and not being in control or on the edge of control. And you can ask him to rein that part in a little bit and understand the situation. But yeah, when you drive like that and it gets you a win, not going to take that away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you beat Pillow finally. Like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
he almost, if that yell didn't come out, if that rain, the racing gods didn't intervene there, he could have been looking at getting a record 10 wins in a year, like tying the record, which would have been nuts. So thank God he's not getting that this year.
I can't remember which caution it was. It might have been on the Will Power one where he broke a toe link. I think that might have been it. But
he came out of the pits, hit the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, on the restart, Pelot started first, and by the end of I think lap 3 or 4, he was already like 6-7 seconds ahead, and I was like, oh boy, here we go again. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good to see. Good to see a first-time winner. Did you see what Scott McLaughlin did?
No, what?
I can't remember. I don't know what he had. I think they had like bagels with cream cheese or something. And I guess someone, when Scott got his first win, gave him like a pie in the face. So he did the same thing to Rasmussen because McLaughlin, where did he finish? 3rd, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 3rd on the podium.
Yeah, 3rd.
Nice.
So on the podium, he jumps up on the top step as they're getting ready to do the picture and just covers his face and.
Nice.
And I think it was a bagel with cream cheese. It was hilarious.
That's a weird choice, but okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So good race. There is some new stuff to talk about IndyCar though.
Yes.
Do you want to go to the Wacky rumors? Do you want to go? Because there's 2 driver rumors I kind of want to talk about, and also the schedule stuff.
Ooh.
Okay, do the driver rumors.
Okay.
I think I know both, and both involve a driver leaving the series.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. Aren't there technically 3 driver rumors that you've heard?
I'm not talking
2
about
leaving.
There's 3 involving 3 leaving.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 2 leaving. Which is, there's the Pelot one to Red Bull.
Which Red Bull's already shot down.
Red Bull is shot down, Pelot is shot down, but also even Max commented on it. I don't know if you guys saw that.
No.
Oh yeah, Max commented. He was saying, like I knew him back in the day of like karting and stuff in like Europe. Like I think he's doing great in IndyCar, and like you love to see all these guys who are doing great like want to come over and stuff like that, and get their shot. But at the same time, it's like he's winning over there. Like why would you want to ruin that?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Why would you ruin a good thing when he's like...
Now, would I actually really like to see him come over? 100%. I would love that.
Especially if it's go again.
That's a team you
If
want
he's
to be
going-
with. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's going
Yeah.
head to head with Max, 100%. That would be amazing.
That would be pretty epic.
Because like you're not going
That
to
would
a
be
bottom
pretty
feeder
epic.
team. You'd be going to a top team. But like, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Ganassi
not
shot
jumping
that.
ship.
But here's the thing: Ganassi shot that down. Palou shot that down. Red Bull. There's so many people like actively commenting on it. I'm like, listen, there were less people commenting on the Alonso Taylor Swift rumors back in the day. I'm just saying, and that was obviously a bullshit rumor. There's a lot of people commenting on this one, so maybe it's a real thing.
Give
I
it
don't think it's real.
a few years, maybe. Like, get into the new regulations. Maybe 2027, some leaders start distinguishing themselves. Guys drop out or can't figure out these regulations, and Palou says, "Yeah, all right."
Though I think
Ferrari,
going
Lewis
over-
Hamilton has retired.
Going over
Put
at
me
new
in.
regulations would be the best time too.
That's true.
Yes,
That's true. Because you'd be learning. That it would be ideal, but
So that's
I
an interesting rumor.
really don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
That's just like a hopeful. Wouldn't it be cool if this was actually real
Yes.
type deal?
Well, here's the other wacky rumor, which actually apparently has more legs to it. Colton Herta leaving.
Interesting. For
The
what?
rumor is he is leaving to go in F2 for next year.
You know what? I can actually see that. If he really like maybe there's a long-term plan here that we don't know about with Cadillac.
That's exactly what they're saying, is that Cadillac thing is still there. He goes to F2. All he needs to do is finish top 8, and he gets enough super license points.
the IndyCar equivalent is you need to
Top
be
3?
top 3,
Yeah.
which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Top 3 in a way more competitive series. You just saw, what was it, Dennis Hauger hop over from F2 into Indy Lights, and
NXT.
sorry, in Indy NXT, do well in that series, like win the championship.
Yeah.
But that's still Indy NXT. Those guys don't hop into IndyCar and start winning. Like, that's a stretch. So to now go to probably a step above, I would say F2, or
Yeah.
from F2 from IndyCar going down. That's kind of like going down a spot. Yeah, you probably could get some good results there.
Yep. And if he doesn't, those Perez and Bottas contracts are apparently multi-year. So
That means
There's your-
nothing.
We'll see.
no, but
That
that's
means
the point. Is that
nothing.
Yeah.
so say Herta makes the jump and he just whatever reason can't figure it out. Finishes like P10 through P15 every single race. Just does not figure it out. All right, guess he's not our guy. We still have these two. We'll figure out a new plan.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, he figured it
I-
out,
I-
and he's like winning every single race. All right, see ya, Bottas. See ya, Perez.
Yeah.
One of you two is gone.
I honestly could see that this might have like a lot of legs to it. I could see this happening. I think that this would be a very interesting move for Florida.
It'd be very interesting for IndyCar next year if this happened too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and the other thing is, what else has he got to do in IndyCar? Keep losing to Palou?
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's entirely his fault, and the Andretti cars have not been the most competitive in the last couple of years. But at the same time, like, you can't really do anything.
No, that's true. How do we get Connor Zillage into Cadillac? What does he need to do super license wise? Can we get him to Indy NXT?
No, I think you'd want him in IndyCar.
Yeah.
Or
Fair.
he makes the jump to F2 as well.
That'd be hilarious. I think.
No, but that's the most realistic path, right? Like, what's he gonna do? So you're telling me he has to hop into an IndyCar, beat Palou, beat Newgarden, Dixon, Power. He has to beat all of these guys and be top 3 in a car he does not currently drive,
Yeah,
Like that's a tall order.
or go to F2 and be top 8, which he could definitely do. I think.
So is there like another driver rumor? Because you said that there's 3.
There was a
Or is there
rumor that
only 2?
someone's going to retire at the end of the season, but that's not really.
Oh, who?
We never know. That's
Oh,
I'm
Power
not,
Dixon.
Listen, it's one
No.
of those
Which
like.
one?
Listen, it's a rumor where they didn't put names to it. It's just like, oh, someone's supposed to be retiring after Nashville.
And it's not who you think.
I'm gonna call bullshit
okay,
on
whatever.
that. 'Cause it's like, yeah, that's just a tweet. I'm not buying into that.
Yeah. So.
So.
But apparently it would be announced possibly at Milwaukee, or sorry, not at Milwaukee, at Nashville, right? So I guess we'll see how much smoke was there next week.
Agreed. And then finally we have 2026 IndyCar schedule rumors, which seem quite spicy.
Mm-hmm. Spicy.
Because based on the rumors, the IndyCar schedule issue is fixed.
Is it?
Yeah, because it would start off
Okay.
hot with like 4 races in like 5 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, based on the rumor, it's like, okay, it would start in St. Pete with a doubleheader with NASCAR trucks. That's awesome and fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
We know that's
Yes.
happening. That is confirmed.
Yes.
I think it's then like talking about like going to Phoenix is the other one.
Phoenix. So the rumor that's possibly out there is it'd be the March 8th weekend, and it would be a combined event with NASCAR. So you'd have Xfinity. Well, as of right now, because I think Xfinity's schedule is also set for them to be there at Phoenix, right? Yeah, so they'd be at Phoenix as well. So you'd have 3 series there in Phoenix. Actually, would the trucks be there too? I didn't even think about that.
Trucks wouldn't be.
Yeah, trucks wouldn't be there. So you'd have 3 big series there, 2 top series and and 1 support series in Xfinity. Do 3 races, and it'd probably still be Xfinity on the Saturday, and then Cup or NASCAR, and then the inverse does the night. I don't know who gets the night race, but
who knows? So basically, it'd be like the rumor is now like for next year's schedule for IndyCar is that starting in St. Pete, going to Phoenix, then going to Dallas for the Arlington race.
Okay. Yeah.
Then you have a week off, and then you're into Long Beach, which actually would be a really sick start to the year.
That would be okay. So maybe IndyCar is listening to how much everybody hates the schedule.
Yeah.
In its current form. So here's hoping that this is actually true.
And then the other fun part of the schedule is the Toronto race. These
No.
rumors.
I don't. Ugh, this is stupid. This is so stupid.
Based on the newest article today, the idea of the Toronto race might actually go to me and Steven's hometown of Markham, which would be absolutely freaking hilarious.
Dumb.
Because it's
dumb.
It's the first rumor is it's going to a local airport. Okay.
Yeah, the Downsview Airport.
Maybe. But like Downsview
Maybe.
fucking sucks. They just put a concert venue there. It's terrible. Everyone hates it. There's no hotels or anything around it, so you can't actually get to it.
I really don't think that this is going to happen. I'm going to be honest.
Listen,
I
no.
really do not think this is going to happen.
I'm telling you why I will bet on where this will happen. So
You want to bet? I'll take
I
that
actually
bet.
will. So anyway,
Okay.
Again, at the end of the day, they should just go to CTMP. It makes more sense.
I agree. I 100% agree. But anyway.
It's fine. So they're going to go to apparently either an airport in the area, which basically leaves you to Downsview, which is the old World War II airport that was there. That's basically now parkland. They've kind of slowly taken over with a whole bunch of different spaces on the old runway, and there's like a quarter of a runway left there that they could maybe make a track out of. Okay, would be interesting. Probably not going to work. The other idea was going to Buttonville, which is the key word. Was an airport in Markham that got purchased by Cadillac Fairview, which is a mall company in the Toronto area, who then shut it down to convert the space into brand new offices and retail and industrial area in Markham. So they have currently cleared out the whole airport, and it's in the process of being redeveloped. I don't think that's going to be there because you're basically going to have to ask that company, hey, can you stop developing this and make money? And then
they're not going to do that.
No, they're not.
They're
So-
not
Just
gonna
for
do
a
that.
year.
Just for a year. No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
Which then goes to the idea of also the other spot in Markham, which is then, and this was where the article came from. It said downtown Markham.
The new downtown Markham.
That is an area that has been like redeveloped over the last few years. Like it's a nice little modern development. It is just off the highway. It has lots of hotels. It has honestly some very good like streets and corners and parking lots you can easily make into a track. I think it's going to happen there. If it's going to do anything at all, if based on these rumors are true, I think that's the spot.
Sean, okay, you actually want to put your money where your mouth is because this is not going to happen.
Why
I'm
not?
telling you. Okay, so here, before I ask you this question, or before I say my piece, do you think that if they moved the race to Markham, to downtown Markham, that it would be at the same time that it usually is? Is this the idea?
It would possibly would be, yeah. It would probably be sometime in the July. Because you have
Okay.
not by where the stadium is set up with all the scaffolding for the World Cup stuff.
Right. So, honestly, I think that this is a terrible idea. Like, first off,
Mhm.
traffic there is insane. Well, like, traffic in Toronto is insane, but, like, it just makes a lot more sense in Toronto. Like, I really don't see
agreed.
how they can make this work in downtown Markham. Like, I really don't.
The reason
With
I
all
would
of the
say,
infrastructure.
but here's the thing, it's also right off the goal line. You have the goal line
Okay, so
right
again,
there, just like how you have in
I
Toronto.
think-
And I can
Okay.
see it being sold to them as a very easy replacement.
It's not a good. Okay, no. I think that there would be so much planning needed. Or they could just move the race to a later date, which is what I think is going to end up happening. I think that they will move the race to like August or something, or push it forward.
You can't,
Probably move it to August.
but you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you absolutely can.
No, you can't.
Why? Why can't you switch a race?
Where would you move it to in August?
You just switch races.
No, the issue in Toronto is the second the World Cup's done, you have a 1 week window where then the CNE is.
Yeah, if the X is happening.
Why the X wouldn't happen?
Because the X has been saying it's their last year for years.
Yeah, so it's going to be back
The
anyway.
X has been on. It might not, though. For a year, it could move.
Listen,
it depends on what the city wants to do.
Of the two,
I still think it's going to be in Toronto. I don't think downtown Markham's happening, and I swear to goodness, if downtown Markham happens, I would hit the roof, because why in the world would you do that? And you have a perfectly good track at CTMP.
I agree 100%. If you're saying it's like 40 minutes outside of Markham, which in theory, or out of Toronto, which I guess in theory it is because in the article it's like, oh, Markham 40 minutes north of Toronto. Okay, it's like relatively, if you want to get technical, it's like 10 minutes north, because Toronto's fucking massive. But from like downtown Toronto is obviously
massive. Yeah.
But then just go to CTMP, because it makes way much more sense. But I can understand the Markham because it has the transit access. It's next to the highway. There are hotels and infrastructure around there and there's also other things in the area that would make it interesting. So that's why I can agree why that could be on the radar, and maybe someone brought that to their attention. Like, hey, what about this? Like, I don't doubt that, but it's an interesting thing to ponder, and it'd be kind of fun if the race was like 15 minutes from me and Steven's house.
Yeah. It would be interesting. I just still think that there's probably going to be a way that the city of Toronto makes it happen, because they probably make so much money off of that race.
Yeah, but they don't care because they have the World Cup anyway.
Yeah, they're making money next year regardless.
The World Cup is going to be a nightmare.
It's gonna be
but what makes them more money, the X or the Honda Indy? Like, that would be the question.
Listen, both make money, and both have been apparently on life support for like a decade.
True.
Which one do
Just
people
bring
know
the
more
CCMP.
about is the better question. is the better question. In the cultural zeitgeist of Ontario and Canada, do you think more people know about the Honda Indy race at the exhibition place or the X at the exhibition place, hence why it's called Exhibition Place?
Mm-hmm.
I know this. You know this. However, I still think that there's a possibility that they're going to work something out and it ends up in Toronto anyway. And all of our points about the Toronto Indy might be its last year is moot. As much as I would love it at CTMP.
Listen, this is just your Ferrari Delulu coming through, I'm pretty sure. It ain't happening.
It's not Ferrari to Lulu.
I swear to God, Steven's frozen.
No, I'm trying to map out a track right now and see. I've
There's
got one that's like 3.6 miles long. Like you could.
No, it can't be that big.
No, that was like mapping out from like Warden to what is that? What's this street? I don't even know what the streets are because this is all developed from that's all the way over to Kennedy, so you don't even need to do that necessarily.
Listen, Enterprise would be your main straight, and you have a nice little spot there where you could have grandstands and a pit lane and a main straight all right there. Listen, it wouldn't be difficult to do.
All right.
The only other thing I see being an issue is there's also a lot of condos in there, and people would not be able to get out.
That is true.
So
well, no, they can just go to the north. They can go north on Birchmount or Fairdale.
Not gonna.
So where are you lapping around here then?
Oh, I'm basically making the track from like Enterprise down Birchmount right through the parking lot of the I guess like the shops there, around to then the east side, back down Enterprise, and then again through that parking lot through that southwest side.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to sell this. That's cutting off so many arteries that are already choked like 24/7.
What do you mean cutting off arteries? It's mostly using Enterprise, the south part of Birchmount, and then the parking lots.
Okay, I still don't see how you're necessarily getting in without using 7 or something else, but sure.
Using 7?
We'll see.
Nah.
We can draw it out a couple different ways.
We'll draw it out for you, and I'll figure it out. Anyway, I like the rumor. I think it could be fun.
Good.
But at the same time, go to CTMP. That makes more sense.
Yes.
It makes more sense.
Is that all for our rumors? I think we've...
Is that all we got for this week?
No, it's not.
go.
There's one more thing that me and Sean would be remiss to not talk about, because IndyCar is also getting a game in 2026.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yes,
That was big
that's right.
news.
That was
this
really
week.
big news.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked we didn't start with that for IndyCar.
Honestly, I think we said this at the time. Like, at the time, the whole motorsports game fiasco when IndyCar went down. And when iRacing, IndyCar basically got kicked off iRacing because the licensing bullshit that happened with that agreement, yada, yada.
Yeah.
This was the deal they should have made the whole time.
Yeah. iRacing is going to be making money hand over fist with the NASCAR game, the IndyCar game. IMSA might get a game at this point. They're going to be busy, but it's going to make them so much money.
Literally, it is the shut up and take my money for iRacing.
At the very least, they will make money off of us.
Honestly, it's great. I think it's fantastic for race fans to have games.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
It is.
I love
honestly. Apparently, it is. So it's being it's being developed by iRacing, but also it's based on like the development that already kind of started on the original game, which I think it just means they have all the track scans, because before that motorsports game died, they did do all the track scans for the IndyCar games. I remember that. and then it just never came because they lost money and lost funding, so it fizzled out. So it's exciting.
This was the last IndyCar game that we got. IndyCar 2005.
Gosh, 2005?
2005, which means it came out in 2004. Based off of 2003.
It's been a while.
It's been 20 years.
That's insane. So very exciting that they're bringing one back.
Yes. I am pumped. So yeah. Yay, good news. IndyCar did something right for once.
Yep. IndyCar is going to finish a project finally, which gives me some hope for the new chassis.
Based on that, based on the schedule figuring itself out, maybe they are making the right choices now. They finally, someone kicked their ass to be like, hey, fucking do something. So.
Yeah.
Oh, also another IndyCar rumor. Apparently they're looking at the idea of doing a DC street race.
I could see that. That would...
I would like that. That's definitely
that'd be very easy.
Underused market.
Yep.
Be kind of weird to have a race with like tanks beside the cars too, but like whatever. What?
How many times how many extra stops does Pato have to make at security checkpoints?
Oh God.
But yeah, IndyCar, like getting more rumors, again, finishing a project because it should be released, and I have faith in iRacing to finish a project.
Okay, I have an idea for the most hilarious hilarious racetrack IndyCar could do. Okay? Does it work like this? Maybe. It's not an oval, but it's a 5-turn track just around the Pentagon.
Oh my gosh.
Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Could be a fun one.
Sure.
But I think Washington would be a very good city to go to. You know, underutilized, I think, in motorsports, just kind of being where it is. You always have to travel if you're in Washington. You either got to go. What is it? Go to the south or go to the north. Not a whole any things around you. So yeah, it's a good option.
I think if IndyCar targets the Northeast, that's a good spot to look at because NASCAR's slowly pulling out of it.
Yes,
right?
They are.
So,
but that's how it used to be. NASCAR had the South, IndyCar had the Northeast, or CART or Champ Car. Like NASCAR was very much a southeastern thing culturally. IndyCar was that Northeast, Midwest, California. They had their own bands, and like, yeah, you could cross over a bit, but that's where, like, historically, look at where a lot of the races are, right? Like, the biggest IndyCar races are Indianapolis, obviously, Long Beach, Road America, Mid Ohio, Toronto, all North, Midwest, out West. NASCAR, all the classic races that they're finally bringing back, that's all in the South.
Yeah.
So, go where your fans are. But also, yeah, sure, experiment with new markets. I don't hate the idea of street races in cities. Like, again, the Chicago one for NASCAR works. Let's hope the Arlington race works for IndyCar. I would not hate the Washington race there also if that's the thing that actually comes through. But we've seen a lot of failed IndyCar street races over the years.
Yep. So.
There was Baltimore back in the day. That's kind of close to Washington.
Michigan. Oval.
We can hope one day. Maybe by 2030 they'll do that for us.
Maybe.
Anyway, so is that all now?
I think that's it. How long is this going to be our longest episode
this
now?
is a very long episode, don't worry. And on that note, thank you very much for listening to this week's episode. We will be back next week to talk all things motorsports. I'm tired. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at sparepartsracing. That's spareparts RACIN, and on TikTok at sparepartspod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.